Some people swallow the universe like a pill. They travel on through the world like smiling images pushed from behind. The universe lies before you on the floor, in the air, in the mysterious bodies of your dancers, in your mind. From this voyage, no one returns poor or weary. The grand show is eternal. Universe. Some people swallow the universe like a pill. They travel on through the world like smiling images pushed from behind. The universe lies before you on the floor, in the air, in the mysterious bodies of your dancers, in your mind. From this voyage, no one returns poor or weary. The grand show is eternal. The universe.
Hello, and welcome. Yay, I have the scene back. Yay. So we have the intro. Let me move the wires a little bit. Okay, so this is Superhero Delivery Service. This is the point in time where I explain what the game is, what's going to happen, where you can find the rules. The rules are over there. That way. bit.ly// all caps SSRPG. That is the rules for this game. They are roughly 2 pages long, and then a bunch of explanation on how to do improv well. So yeah, so we have all of that. If you want to suggest a mission, type !mission and you can suggest missions for the future. So this is an interactive storytelling system. If you are familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, it's similar. We put ourselves in that category because it's a tabletop role-playing game, and there's some dice rolling. Other than that, it's very different, but if you like D&D, you might also like this. But that being said, it's significantly less complex. We support charity, but I won't be screaming it this week because it's not the event week, so I'm not going to throw it down your throats. That was just last week. I also have my Twitter and website up there. So the way the game works is like this. I have pre-written a bunch of adventures, and the crew, which is Aaron Knight, Crossroads Wanderer, Skadavi, Raeltia, and a witch named Morwyn. In reverse order for awesomeness. Just kidding. They're all equally awesome. They have to deal with whatever adventures I throw at them. And the way they do that is they do that by explaining how their character wants to go through it. And then where skills come in is then they have to roll a relevant skill. So if they're doing something that's science-y, then they have to roll their science skill. If they're doing something that's magic-y, they roll a magic skill, which is the same skill. But they roll whatever skill it is. And the rolls are 2 10-sided dice. Those are added up. And if the total is equal to or greater than, they succeed. If it's not, they fail. So it's basically a pass-fail system on doing a large event. So that is the rules. We got some amazing, awesome host train in the beginning, so that was awesome. But if you'd like to host, if you type support, you will get a tweet link as well as information as to how to host, which is awesome and basically shows you're supporting the stream. Otherwise, I'm going to kick into the intro. We're going to listen to the intro, and then I will turn Skype on so that everyone else can talk. But during the intro, they can dance and be silly, but their audio will be off. So everyone, welcome and thank you very much. This is Season 1, Episode 2 of Superhero Delivery Service. Let's go.
In a world where superheroes are for hire, and you need something done right, there's only one group you can call. Superhero Delivery Service. Their powers are super, they'll get it there sooner. Superhero Delivery Service.
And that was the intro, and now I will bring up Skype. Whoop. There we go. Okay, and let's let everyone do their intros. So I will let the players introduce themselves. They can introduce themselves as well as their character, and we'll go in our normal order, which, just to remind chat and everybody else, is Erin, Shauna, Skadavi, Morwin, and Raeltia, and we kind of loop in a circle, and that's how things go. So let's start things off. Aaron, say hello.
Hey guys, how's it going? I am Aaron Knight. I play Lily Kensington / Warp. Warp being her heroine name? Anyways, on Superhero Delivery Service, who's an expert with portals. If you've ever seen Blink from X-Men Days of Future Past, she's awesome, and she was the inspiration for this character. Also the inventor of the warp engine, the warp drive, which allows our awesome rundown superhero van to jump forwards. What did we decide it was? 1 kilometer down the road?
Yeah, roughly.
Ish.
Yeah. You've never really had a chance to measure it. You don't really have a 1 kilometer mark.
There you go. In any case, there we go. That's me. Hi. Thanks for coming.
I'm Crossroads Wanderer, also known as Shauna. I play the Night Watch, and her superpower is strong, especially good senses. She also tends to have just about anything in her utility belt, sort of like 60s Batman, shark repellent, bat spray, things like that. Davey, your turn.
Hi, I'm Skadavi. I play Tav, who's an unassuming tech wizard who has an unpredictable telekinetic power, and it can land him in hot water at times. Morwin.
I am Morwin. I play Shireen, who is a fire witch. Being a witch, she can control magic, and spontaneously bursts into flames when angered.
Is Rail there? Or are we just getting a cat?
Rail's a cat.
You just get a cat. But I think he might have muted his mic again.
Kitty cat can play well.
Oh, there he is.
I got the hat
Aaron,
that
stay
Natasha
away
Fee
from
got
that
me.
cat.
I stream on Twitch as as Rotia. My character is Niley Mikaeli. She's trapped in this reality from some 50,000 years in the future. Her body is made of microscopic nanomachines designed to mimic organic life. She was a scientist and explorer in her own reality. There you go.
I just want to say, I just got a spam email, and I kid you not, the heading of the email was, "Oops, we let the cat out of the bag."
Well, somebody better put the cat back in the bag before I do something terrible to it.
At least the whole cat came out.
I'm pretty sure the cat would like being in the bag.
Yeah, the cat probably went, yeah. Okay, so now let's test. The first test is who can remember what happened last week and give a summary. Or at least what happened in the second mission.
Things happened. We did stuff. It was fun.
Yeah, we traveled. We traveled to Africa.
Yeah, okay, let's one person at a time. More when you were...
Okay, we traveled to Africa, to the Congo, where we encountered a man that we had encountered back in New Jersey. Somehow he got there and was in a mystical cave, and we collected 6 amulets and looted the entire cave using Niley to balloon treasure back to our base at the end.
You caught the important parts.
Yes. And now we're on some quest that has something to do with the amulets, but we don't care because we're rich.
There's a kraken attacking the Jersey Shore.
Well, it hasn't quite.
Yeah, that.
Oh, right. It's in the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean.
We met a creepy guy. He died in front of us. We blew up a temple, and now Niley has a blimp train taking treasure back to our base.
Blimp train!
He died because he couldn't rhyme.
He couldn't rhyme.
Anybody want a peanut?
I couldn't rhyme. I don't even have a dime for the rhyme that makes no time for not sublime at all.
It's alright, you'll pay for your crime.
Excellent.
Right.
Most excellent.
I did say at the beginning of this episode I will have descriptions for you, and whoever gets the reference to what these amulets are will get ding 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 5 imaginary internet points. Okay, so in general, the chains are much stronger than you would expect. They appear to be solid gold, and they are all crafted many, many years ago. So none of them are perfectly cut. This isn't this isn't go to Zales and get yourself a diamond. There's everything has been sanded down by hand and crafted and like nailed with hammers and yeah. So to the best of those abilities, but the chains seem significantly stronger than gold themselves if you've kind of given them a tough squeeze, because gold is malleable. These don't seem to squeeze. They seem to be relatively unbreakable. I doubt any of you are taking sledgehammers to them, but if you are, let me know and I'll tell you what happens then. While you can't discern what the amulets do themselves, if all of you are not wearing the amulets, you feel different. So when all of you are wearing them, it's like, something is clearly different. You're not sure what. You don't feel like a pulling. You just kind of get this sense that, like, okay, I feel something. Okay.
But only all of us are wearing them simultaneously.
Yes.
What about the sixth amulet?
The sixth amulet is not being worn right now. It is currently in Niley.
What happens if we put it on a cat?
Absolutely nothing changes if you put it on a cat.
Okay, good to know.
Okay.
Very important. Sorry.
Would Niley be able to detect anything since, like, basically a walking thing of sensors?
The only one who would be able to detect anything would be Shireen, because it is a magical power, not science.
Ooh, I think I should do some...
Magic has to do some kind of something.
It does,
maybe
but
it's
in this
just
world, I'm
electromagnetic
making them
waves.
slightly different. You can detect that there's magic.
That's it. That's all I can detect.
Well, no,
is
that's
that
all
they're-
Niley can detect.
Okay. So if I chose to...
So let's try rolling. Let's see if this works the way I want it to. If you want to roll it.
Okay, so I'm going to use my perception and magical abilities to inspect the amulets, and I just put roll, right? Or
roll
what?
And then space the target number. So if it's your good skill, then it would be 8. If it's your great skill, then it's 6.
Right. And this is magic, so I am really excellent at magic.
Oh.
But apparently this magic is unknown to me. It's foreign. I've not seen it before. And so I can detect small things, but nothing that I am knowledgeable about. So I've never cast a spell like this before, and therefore don't know anything about it.
Yep. So what you gather is that as they are taken off, the magic weakens. So the only reason you can feel it when there's 5 is the magic is finally strong enough. But you think that 6th needs to be found before it's full power.
Got it.
Okay, so the descriptions of the individual ones. I have these written down. I can provide them to you later. But for now...
I can't read that well.
Everyone watching the VOD will be so confused about me holding the T, because there's no chat. Okay, so Warp, you have a tall, oval, red ruby, rough cut and polished, with a thick gold, smooth setting.
Okay.
Night Watch, you have a large, smooth, flat jet in an egg shape with a very minimal gold setting. Marwyn, you have a teardrop-shaped, large, milky white pearl with a small setting at the top. Niley, you have a blue sapphire in a flat diamond shape with ornate gold setting. Tav, you have a rectangular green emerald with a gold setting, and the top looks like a demon trying to eat the gem. And the last one, which is in Niley, is a perfect circular cut diamond with an ornate snaking gold setting.
Technically, they're both. Didn't bother to wear them.
One of them is essentially worn by you. The other one's kind of in a pocket. somewhere.
Technically, pockets.
Yeah. So those
What would happen if she shines a blue laser into the sapphire?
it bounces around.
Okay.
And it comes out in whatever angle is appropriate to the one that you pointed it in.
Ugh.
It might radiate a little bit, depending on what power the blue laser is.
Well, considering that red is the weakest and purple is the strongest, blue is probably pretty far up there in strength.
Well, you can trust me, you can have different powers of blue.
But yeah, I mean...
You can have a 1-watt laser, and you can have
Yeah,
a
that's true.
1 megawatt laser. I
1-watt blue lasers are pretty fun to play with, too.
Yes, they are. Okay, so let's get started with a mission. So your first mission, so you arrive back, and you are immediately contacted by, basically by a company called Snowstorm. Actually, you're contacted by the fan club of Snowstorm. This mission is called "You Must Save the World of Witchcraft." Snowstorm Software has just released their latest expansion of their most popular MMORPG, The World of Witchcraft. Those bad guys that keep showing up but aren't quite yet your nemesis, whatevers, well, they've been banned for bad manners and want to ruin the fun for everyone else. They plan on taking down the servers just before launch day. Foil their plans and save the world of witchcraft.
You mean like what happened in the last WoW expansion?
Shh.
This is not that.
Didn't we already try to save Twitch and that went horribly wrong? Or Justin TV, sorry. We tried to save Justin TV and that went horribly wrong.
Yeah,
so.
well, that was a little different. Alright. Save the world of witchcraft. Okay. So, challenge number 1. Charm. You must convince an employee of Snowstorm Software to let you into the beta. Only once you have access to the beta servers will you be able to track down the attackers.
Wait a minute. If they're contacting us, why do we have to convince them?
This is their fan club.
Oh, their fan club is...
Fan
Okay,
club.
okay. I am up to speed. Continue.
Okay.
Surely a member of the fan club would have a beta they could give us.
They've all used their beta keys. They're not giving them up.
They're hardcore fans.
Yeah, they've already been playing.
I'm average at charm.
I'm terrible at it.
Average.
I think I'm average too.
You can assist.
Not actually sure what I am.
He's terrible at charm. Is it possible for her to just, like, hack in?
Can we just steal beta codes? Can we just log on to G some other site and buy them?
G2B.
G2B.
No. Sadly, they have pretty good
locked the Emperor,
protection going on. And this is an operation that if you do this in a different way will be significantly more difficult, with a higher chance of failure.
All right. Well,
Fine.
who wants to assist me as I talk tech speak on the phone to
I can assist.
a developer?
I have
All right.
I have decent. This is a charm assist, right? So I have to roll for charm.
Well,
Yep.
the main role is charm. You can
But
assist
I can roll
using technology, so you could maybe like make a fake Twitch page with 1 million follows and say, "Hey, Twitch, we need we need this because we're a popular streamer."
Oh,
There you
so
go.
then somebody with tech should.
So you can assist however you'd like. That's up to you. But the main role must be charm.
I like this tech assist. Who's got some HTML skills in their character sheet?
I've got decent tech, although it seems like every time I try to roll it, I fail miserably.
My
I have,
tech
anyway.
is my highest skill.
I have good tech, but not great. So if you've got highest RAL,
Do it.
I've seen Rails.
How do I do
great
the roll?
banner
Become a web
images.
server.
How do I do this?
Roll and then your target number. So if your skill is great, then roll 6.
Okay. Okay. So any plus things?
All right, your audio
Or how does I forgot.
crackling. You don't have to add anything.
6?
You're just So roll space. 6.
Skype is like breaking up.
Okay. Yeah, you're better.
I
now.
heard-
Okay. Yeah, exclamation mark
Mark, you-
roll and then 6. Assuming this is your good skill.
X.
Yep.
H.
Whatever
what-
your target is, 6 or
H roll.
exclamation mark roll like a command, because it is a command.
You're breaking up again.
Everything's fine. I was reading the text from over there, and it looked. I can't even. I was reading over there, and it looked like.
Alrighty.
All right.
So the assist is successful. You've got a +2.
You got
I
a
am
+2?
terrible.
All right.
I'm
And
terrible.
I am absolutely charming in my role as a fake Twitch streamer when discussing with the Snowstorm community manager.
So they get excited. They give you a beta key and one more to give away to a lucky visitor.
Ooh,
So
sweet.
You now have 2. Congratulations.
Can we have a giveaway? Oh wait, no, I have to get to one of my teammates. Never mind. Darn.
You don't. Well, you don't have.
We have a
to.
giveaway.
I actually do have 2 codes for Lego Worlds, so we could do a giveaway if we really wanted to. If anyone wants it. All right, so challenge 2, security technology. Now that you're in the game, you'll need to track the packets of failed logins and odd ghost accounts to figure out the nature of the attack. So who is
I nominate Rail.
Yes.
Sorry?
We're
Gonna-
nominating you
gonna
to
troll again?
infiltrate the interwebs.
All right, we need to.
You need to troll again.
I need to-
Oh, he's plugging in.
there you go.
Beep beep boop boop.
By the way,
Okay.
All right, so I have to.
So what do
ask,
I roll?
Am I the only person who back in the day when like you called into dialed into something and it made that like the fax beepy noise? Was anyone else try to actually emulate that and see if it would actually respond to you?
no.
Am I the only one who did that? I would like pick up the phone and be like,
Only one. Nick.
like, no.
I cannot say I actually ever did that.
I've never tried to actually do it directly to the computer because I couldn't make the sounds good enough. But
Oh no, I definitely thought I was the crap when I was a kid and I could pull that off. I couldn't.
I can't remember exactly, but I seem to have a memory of recording something once and trying to play it back, but I don't think it actually did anything.
All right. So Rail, it's your turn to roll. Pretty much the same thing you did last time.
Yeah.
Okay. You succeed. Dur, 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 dur.
Yay!
All right, so you guys managed to hack in. So you're realizing that the server setup's just not. It's not simple. There's lots of servers everywhere. This is the late stage of their beta testing, so they're load balancing. They've got servers in all different regions. And it seems like this is a pretty well thought out attack. It's coming from multiple directions. It's probably utilizing a botnet. There's just a lot of stuff going on. So challenge 3. The hack is significant, coming from multiple sources. The group will need to endure the hardships of playing video games for 14 hours a day. So, the goal is to avoid carpal tunnel, avoid wrist strain, and try not to crap your pants. I know some of you have experience sitting at the computer playing video games all day, both characters and non-characters. But still, nonetheless, this is an endurance check. And you're kind of going to have to pass between multiple of you. So 2 of you are going to need to pass endurance checks.
I have a question, Lewin.
Yes.
So if they're attacking with like a botnet, if we can, or like if Niley could get into, like if we could identify like say, you know, a dozen or so bots, get into them and see where they're getting, like if they have a common place that they're sending and receiving signals from, could we try to track somebody down that way?
Exactly, and that's essentially what you're trying to do. It just takes a very long time because these people don't actually have beta accounts. So it's like you see a blip of someone attempting to log in, and you see like, you know, you have to find an area that has a lag spike so that you can figure out, oh, why is there a lag spike? Because this specific server. It's just, again, you have to endure playing video games. I know it's hard.
Darn.
But
Shucks.
I think you guys can do it. So who are
really-
going to be the first 2 people to attempt this difficult challenge?
I
have
really
decent
wished instead of
endurance.
playing video games, I could have done something exciting like write shell scripts all day.
Well, that was Niley's job.
Oh, right. I'm not very good at endurance. Anybody else want to take that?
I have decent
Mine's
endurance.
not.
Yeah. Mine? Yeah. I'll
Go for
try.
it.
All right, so me and Shireen are raiding, nothing but raiding all the time.
All raid. All the
Hour
time.
after hour, 1 case of monster already consumed.
You might be drinking Monster. I will be drinking coffee.
Okay.
And more coffee.
Oh, you can't be drinking Monster. I learned today that Monster is the drink of the devil, and you go to hell for drinking it.
Oh, really?
Never tried.
Yes.
Did
This
a
is
spokesperson
this is
from
a new
Red Bull tell
revelation
you
to
that?
me. But what's that?
Did a spokesperson from Red Bull tell you that?
No.
That's awesome. Apparently, my lack of drinking Monster and sticking only with coffee has not worked. Dang it, I was using decaf!
Shireen is running around staring at her wrist, going, it hurts, it hurts. Who's going to step in?
We need one more person who's good at endurance.
One more
Rail,
person
don't
who
you,
can
like-
pass.
Alright,
I'm
I'm
good at
holding the fort all
endurance.
by myself.
I'm good at endurance.
But Niley, you're busy hacking, so sadly you cannot
Oh.
take this one on.
I'm gonna go take a nap.
That's okay. I'm going to drink anyway. Can't see it, can you?
What is that?
Apple.
I wonder where you got that from.
All
I
right,
just ran out.
Night Watch, is this you?
All right.
Or is it
I got it from the grocery store.
Well, my endurance is bad but not terrible. What about you, Aaron?
I'm bad, but not terrible. So
Okay, so either of us. I mean, I guess we can go in zone. And I'll give it a try. So I am like really focused on playing video games, but also on not destroying my wrists. Hopefully.
I refuse to believe you can focus on playing video games. I refuse.
Darn it.
oh no.
You too fall down going, my wrist! Apparently this is a game of lots and lots of clicking.
Oh god. It's an MMO clicker heroes.
It comes down to
God.
you, Warp. It comes down to you.
My
Oh,
APM is
yay.
off this chart right now.
I
I
used-
somehow I imagine that Warp would have stopped for a moment or like an hour or something and built a contraption that would just like click for her.
You'd have
Rail?
thought out of the millions
Rail?
of Diablo 3 players there are, someone would have done that, but it doesn't happen.
Rail. There's this magical thing like most gaming mice do these days. It's called a macro.
Yeah. fail.
You should learn to write those. It's pretty
Fail.
cool.
But like,
think I
somehow
would
that's-
know
that's
about
just
that,
cheat
'cause-
mode. That's just cheat mode.
See, I
You
played
think I-
Diablo
you
3
think I
without
would've-
macros, and that's probably why my wrist hurts sometimes.
You know, Lewin, you think it's cheap mode to play it use it for Diablo 2. You know the essence berries? in Minecraft.
Yeah.
I have a macro specifically designed to sit there with an inventory full of essence berries and right click all however many, like 4 times 9 stacks of them in about 12 seconds.
I did for a brief period of time set up voice attack. And then when playing
Oh,
Sky
yeah.
Factory 2 would say attack for me, and it would say of course as you wish, and then attack so I could go through my mob spawner. But at some point it just lost its glory. It was just like, yeah, I can attack.
You know,
Grow some trees. It just stands there like jumping and crouching the entire time.
Actually,
That was-
to be
that
fair,
was Sky
I did
Factory,
say
right?
I did have one that was twerk a lot, and that would just it would just sit and twerk and grow the trees.
you know, I don't know why I didn't think about macros because I used to multi-box in one game and I had the hotkey whatever it was thing set up to like do the 4 windows on each screen and stuff. The game running at like lowest resolution. It was like some free to play one.
Okay, so you guys have managed to play. You've pulled almost all the fun out of the game, but at least at this point, you've moved on. So the next challenge is a dual challenge. You need someone to succeed at perception and someone to succeed at security and technology. One last script should pinpoint the location of the attacks. Then you can stop them for good.
I could do either of those. Perception is my better skill. But do we need me to do tech? Like, is rail available?
My tech is good, but not great.
Rail is yet again available, but does not have to take every security tech. He can,
Well,
but
I can do perception if you.
I'm pretty.
Want me to.
I'm okay. I'm good at perception as well. So. If
Well,
that
perception
need
is my
be.
best skill.
Oh,
Of
if
course
it's
I
your
don't need
best, if it's your best skill, then we should use you for that. But then, yeah, somebody else needs to do security and tech then.
Yeah, I'll roll the security and tech.
Okay.
So it looks like I have perceived whatever it is I'm supposed to be perceiving.
ooh,
Unfortunately, I have not teched my way through to it.
all right. Someone else needs to succeed at a tech roll.
Ral, save us.
Security tech. Hey.
Yay.
That was a close one.
Seriously.
So Rail's like, I've played with this server before. I've only been spending a few days working on it. So you guys managed to pinpoint a location. All right, so now challenge 5 is a choice. You guys get to figure out how you want to do this. You've located their headquarters, and it's in the town next over to you, Jersey City.
Convenient.
It's the second floor apartment of a 3-story brownstone. How do you wish to proceed?
Ral, we're
You
getting
hear
an
that?
echo.
You hear how it
Yes.
sounds?
Yeah, Ral, we just echoed on you.
I was pointing it right up to the speaker because Lewin is just an unmain. I can't understand a word he's saying.
I think your internet might be going crazy.
I think it might
Yeah, I think it's your internet, Ral.
I think it's a Skype issue because Shauna was doing it too a minute ago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I can hear Aaron fine. I've been able to hear Skype and Morwen fine. It's just Lewin. Only Lewin.
Weird.
And occasionally Shauna.
I've only heard rail go crazy, but I don't know. So I guess Skype is just being weird.
Yep.
Mm.
Don't know.
I have no idea what Lewin just said. Like
Oh.
none.
I hear you fine now.
So you said
Okay.
that it's in the location of the attacks is in Jersey City, next town over, in the second story of a 3-story brownstone. You said.
Yep.
Okay.
It's an apartment, basically.
I suggest we solve this problem by orbital laser.
Is it blue?
It is blue.
Where are you getting such orbital laser?
You don't ask a girl these things. Come on now.
Hey, we got resources.
We
You don't
bought
have
it.
orbital laser resources yet.
You forget that Niley can make anything with enough time.
Oh god. No, we should not actually be doing this. I'm
No.
I'm joking. Come on now.
You're not gonna do an orbital laser in a crowded city.
We could do like that thing that on Sherlock, pretend that we're like one of the new tenants or something, and have somebody let us in, and then just like go confront them.
You could. That's a
Although
lot
I have
of
terrible
plan that I
charm,
didn't
so-
expect out of you.
Wait, does the building have one of those things that you like have to like press the buzzer or something to let somebody in?
Intercom?
You are. Hold on, my cat is clawing to get out. Hold on.
Trolley cat.
Because Sunday, yeah, that would be yesterday.
Most of the brownstones in Jersey City do not. They just simply have a key door on the outside, and then that leads you to a hallway, and then there's a key to get to each apartment. You're not in front of the building, though, so I can't say that for sure.
Because I was thinking that because
Load up the Warpmobile. Let's go and inspect.
yesterday with Tim and Bunny, we watched a couple episodes of Big Bang Theory, and like in the very beginning, there was this scene where they went up to a building and they're trying to get in, and Girl Scouts just came up, went all the way down the buttons and got in.
So that will be our plan once we go and inspect the building. If that's the case. Copy the Big Bang Theory. All in favor of loading up the Warpmobile and driving over?
Let's do it.
Seems reasonable.
All right. We get in the van.
All right.
Engage!
You are muted, Aaron.
Thank you. Before we leave, I do up my hair all fancy with bobby pins, just in case we need lockpicks.
Okay.
Nice.
You are roughly 3 kilometers away. Are you driving there, or are you gonna warp 3 times?
We do 3 blink jump. Might as well test it out.
Then
If the engine falls out, it's not my fault. Okay.
Then you must roll your skill. What is that?
Oh right.
Who needs
Yeah.
bobby pins when you have Niley?
Also,
Well,
like, I
see,
carry
it's
actual
faster.
lockpicks in my utility belt.
It will be a lot faster to warp, but there's the chance of failure.
It's okay. The engine did not fall out today.
No, it did not. So yeah, you warp, and managed to cause a very minor accident when you warp into Jersey City, because traffic is traffic, and it's just impossible to know where's a safe place to go. But that minor accident is just a fender bender, and there's not really bent fenders. It's more just a fender bump. So you exchange some words. Lots of them, most of them 4 letters, but everybody drives off, and life is good. And you manage to park, and yeah, it's a 3-story brownstone. It's locked door on the outside, fairly solid oak, and wooden door, and then you assume the inside is just a staircase up to each level, and a door opener.
All right. How do we get inside?
I hit the door opener.
Door opener.
You said there was a door opener.
Niley shot those people with sleeping darts so they'd leave us alone.
No, like there's lock, like everything's.
No, the people in the car accident.
Like a door handle.
The fender bender. She was just like, stop talking.
I will, because there are police presence always in Jersey City, I'm gonna say you didn't do that. I'm gonna interject there.
Let's not go making people pass out on the side of the highway. That would be a bad idea.
Or,
Okay.
start convulsing and bleeding and whatnot.
This is a crowded place. So yeah, so you're at a locked door. Are you picking it, or are you knocking?
Can we just mill about and see if anybody shows up and opens it? And we can.
You could. It's
Follow
only
them
3
in.
stories, which means there's 3 apartments. So
No one will notice that or think that's strange.
No, actually loitering is pretty common. In fact, if you look down the block, there's about 16 people just loitering outside of random places. Like, it's just, yeah. So if you want to loiter, you can. The chances of someone coming in the next 20 minutes, which you saved by warping, probably not.
Okay.
I
happens
vote.
Can
I vote
Niley just
Scadavia
melt the lock?
rings the bell and pretends to be a Girl Scout.
I did bring the uniform with me.
All right.
I vote that too.
Tav, you want
Do
to
it.
be a Girl Scout?
Yep, why not?
All right.
A Scottish
just-
Girl Scout.
Yes, just let me get my pigtails in.
All right. Ring that bell and roll me some charm.
Some charm.
some cookies for you.
I'm average at charm.
Some cookies.
Yes, so I flounce up to the door in my girl's uniform
Flounce. He's flouncing.
with
Oh, this is
my
fantastic.
pigtails, and I ring all the buzzers. Random people answer, and I yell Girl Scout cookies at them, please. But no, they see through my disguise, and I'm really a 38-year-old man, and and say, nope, you're not getting in. Go away, or we'll call the police.
Pretty much, yeah. All right, so you're now out front.
I'm just gonna try to pick the lock.
Okay.
Okay.
I go back
Security
to the
tech.
mobile to change.
They're not exactly high-tech locks. You can probably do it with a credit card, so, you know.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I
it's a
kinda
deadbolt.
just-
So.
I kind of put like a lockpick in. I kind of jiggle it a bit, and it just kind of goes,
Yep.
unlocks it.
Wait, a deadbolt on the front door of a brownstone?
Always, yeah. You have.
Natalie
one,
wanted
you
to
have
melt
one
it with a
key,
laser.
and that one key does the deadbolt, and then the actual knob. And then you get in, and then you close the door and close the deadbolt. That way, people can't just give a little kick to the door or credit card it. You don't have deadbolts
Huh.
in Seattle?
Well, yeah, I have deadbolts. I'm just not sure how you could do that with a buzzer and unlocking system or unlatching system.
They didn't have that. You have the buzz, and then you come down and open the door for the people.
Oh,
It's 3 stories.
got it.
This isn't fancy. This stuff was built in this late 18, early 1900s.
Gotcha. So we're talking ancient technology. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys open
Where do they
the-
keep
I
the
have a
Canopic
question.
jars?
What?
Is this where we saw the attack coming from?
Saw the attack. Yes. Well, you know that this is the location of the originators of the attack.
You think we should cut the power to the building?
Well, there's
Just cut
3
the-
places. You could hope someone doesn't, have a life support system in one of the other things. But yes, you could.
They should
Just
be in
cut
the
the internet
hospital.
line.
What was that, Tav?
Just cut the internet line. And we're gonna attack then.
Well, technically, they're attacking from other places as well using botnets. So simply cutting the internet just stops them.
Plus, they could probably tether a phone or something.
That's-
Basically, I was just thinking that we
Steal
didn't
Wi-Fi
want
from the
them
neighbors.
to. What I was thinking is maybe they might have some sort of thing if they think that they're going like if we come in on them when they're still connected to the internet, they might be press some button and make something happen that we can't stop or something.
We could commit a federal crime and check out their mail. Just saying, it might give us a clue. Paying for high internet usage might point us in the right direction.
Wait, why don't we just go up to the 2nd floor? Either pick our way in, or I don't know, get them to answer the door, and then just try to strong arm them into cutting it out.
Is there is there some sort of because I assume if they've got internet to the building that whatever company run the internet would have just a box that goes to the building and then that goes to all of the apartments. Can
we've
we
already established though that they have a botnet, so we need to shut down the botnet before shutting down the internet.
No. What I'm thinking is can we tap into that box to see where all the traffic's going? See which apartment's going to?
Or can we just hack from there? Clamp on and
We would need to
Hack
know which
in
part
and-
it is. If we hack out from
I think
outside
we would
of that box,
probably
we
need
just
to. I think
building.
we probably need to log into whatever. I don't know exactly how botnets work. We'd probably need some sort of account that they're tied into.
No, I'm
then-
not talking about doing any of that stuff. I'm just talking about figuring out which apartment they're in by
They're
where
in the
No,
second
we already
they're in the
story
figured it out.
apartment,
second floor. We know where they are.
They're on the 2nd floor apartment.
But how many apartments are there on the 2nd floor?
One.
Just
One.
one.
There's one apartment
one?
per floor. They're not very big.
That's a waste? What? A building with only one apartment per floor.
That's
It's like
how
a
it
big
is.
house, Ralph.
Have you ever
They're-
seen a
they're
townhouse?
They're really skinny and long. So it's 4 rooms. Usually the kitchen is in the back. You've got 2 bedrooms and then a living room in the front. So think of a if you're familiar with the term a railroad apartment. They're literally there's a hallway down the middle like a railroad. In this case, they're on the left or the right. They're not very big, they're just long. And then there's just a lot of those in a row on a street. So there's like 16 of those 3-story buildings.
Never seen anything like that. So
You're muted, Aaron.
Dang it. Often they're also built as a single building too, so it's like row houses almost. But there's like 13 front doors, and then each front door leads to 3 different apartments.
There you go. So yeah, so one apartment per. That's it.
3 apartments per front door, but there's lots of front doors per building. Does that make sense?
yes.
The short answer is there's 1 apartment on the 2nd floor, and that's where they are.
Right. We know where it's coming from. The question is, do we do something tricky, or do we bust down the front door, tie them all up, and then shut down their botnet using their computers?
There's like a combat rule.
Well, we
It does smell like
probably,
a combat roll.
in order to actually keep them from doing it again after we leave, we probably need to, like, actually get police involved. Which
Can we just
is complicated.
Can we torch a bunch of
torch
movies
it?
from their apartment?
can we just torch it?
You could. I mean, that is a possibility, but that's not the best possible. I mean, like that's bordering on chaotic evil.
Someone's just dying to flame on, isn't she?
Like, if you wanted to torch their behinds, that's one thing. But torch the apartment, like, there's other people living upstairs and downstairs that just denied cookies.
I'm looking around this place, and it looks like it could use some rehab. And you know, what better way to start that than?
Can we give an anonymous tip to the local authorities that ISIS members are holed up in the 2nd floor apartment?
You could.
I was just thinking something like that.
That is a possible solution.
Yeah, and if the traffic's encrypted, then they'll have to believe it.
If they're using email servers.
Oh man, email, definitely terrorist activity.
They're probably using Twitter too, I've heard, and Facebook.
Damn, those criminals.
Millennial criminals.
Good day.
How are you proceeding?
You know, it's
I
not
think we're
necessarily-
still all just standing in the hall gabbing.
So I want to describe this hallway so that people can really understand what it's like. So the hallway is maybe 4 foot wide, and literally there's a door to your left, which is the 1st floor door. Then there's like 13 stairs, a door to the left, which is the 2nd story, 13 more stairs, and then a door to the left, which is the last story.
I didn't realize we were inside yet.
Yeah, you open the door.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we go in automatically.
Okay, then you're standing outside of a door on the front stoop, chilling around on a like 6 foot wide by 4 foot, 6 by 4 like balcony area.
Normally I'm not one for like being destructive and whatnot, but I think after we like dismantle the botnet, we should probably just like destroy their computers. Seems like the easiest way to prevent them from coming back.
For now.
Yeah.
Allie could make an EMP.
Although,
There's a giant
like, again, I don't know how botnets work. If they have like some sort of account or something that it involves, then I don't know.
Not really. Generally, you just end up infecting the entire country with a virus that responds to a signal. And then when you send out the signal, everything just kind of categorically activates from there.
I'm not expecting you as people to know how to disable it, but you as characters can do it.
And see, here's something too that I was kind of half worried about is like, do you think that they might have put in some sort of like dead man kind of switch or something, or like something where it's like they have a button that they can press if like they think they're in danger, they can press a button and it'll make it do something that we couldn't stop.
So I want to inject 2 little bits here. This is the group of supervillains that you completely obliterated on Who Wants to Be a Superhero, the Japanese game show.
This is true.
And from your last dealings with them, and they're also trying to shut down the world of witchcraft. This is not like taking down the Pentagon. Chances are they don't have booby traps.
So we won't get paid.
They don't. Yeah, they're doing this because they're angry little script kiddies. This is not a well thought out, well planned operation on their end. So chances are they do not have ridiculously high tech, high security, protection.
All right. So who wants to set
Hey,
up
for
a
breaking
cage
the
out?
fourth wall.
Who wants to set up a cage out on the street in front of the building? I have an idea.
A cage?
Okay.
A cage, just something to contain a small number of miscreants.
Okay.
Natalie could fabricate one in maybe 10 minutes.
Can we
Depending on the
use
size.
duct tape?
However
on
you
the
want to,
Is that
however you
left
want to
over from your
restrain
visit with
miscreants.
Tav?
No. Well, technically, he wanted this to do the cable management for my computer.
Cable management
With duct tape?
computer.
We didn't have any. They didn't have any zip ties or things, and we
Come
didn't.
on,
we'll use
Velcro
the-
ties.
We didn't have anything like that.
We haven't gone to the Guitar Center to get those.
Well, I had a roll of duct tape on my desk, but it's
Center?
gone now.
It worked. Everything worked.
Anyways.
Fine.
Okay. So here's what I want to do. I want to not open the door, but portal through it, and then portal everybody inside as I see them out the front door, like the front door, out into the street,
Into the cage.
into
And
the cage,
what do we do
or
after they're
into
in the
Morwen's
cage?
waiting arms with duct tape, whichever we prefer.
So, like, what are we doing with them after we put them in a cage?
I don't know. We can decide that later. This just gets them away from their computers so we can shut down the botnet safely.
Okay.
I like it.
All right.
Okay.
Alright.
All right.
All right.
Since this is probably be classified as a combat role to restrain people, I'm gonna blow my you did that how
Are we?
for it anyways.
Well, I would say
Well,
since
you-
you're portaling, it's
Yeah.
science and it's your science.
Oh, all right.
Um,
So I get to keep that.
once they're out, if there's any, if Shireen needs to duct tape, hog tie, cornhole, whatever, then that would be combat.
All right. Well, here we go. Sound like a good plan?
Sounds like a good plan, but I'm not good at combat. So
Well,
Well,
Y'all be
do
ready
we
to help
make
each other
a-
outside then.
I
do we
will
make a
magically
cage?
restrain them.
Or what?
what was
I
that?
don't know. You guys be ready. There's 4 guys coming out the
Kind of
front
bad at
door.
combat. I thought it was
Is the
6.
cage built?
Or not 6, 5.
There's 5
I
of
think it
them.
was 1 for each of us.
Yep.
Oh, right. There's 5 of them. All right. 5
Uh.
miscreants coming out the front door. You guys figure it out quick.
Natalie gets her sleep dart gun ready.
Nice laser.
Niley, become a cage.
Hey.
No, she
All right. I
did we-
portal to
we
the
have
front
enough
door,
time for
immediately
her
see 3 of them.
craft one.
Whip a portal outside, drop under each of their feet in turn. One of them goes with his desk chair. Walk down the hallway, catch one of them with his pants down in the bathroom, and the other one sleeping in his bed, clutching a teddy bear.
Aww.
Is the, so the nerdy guy that I rescued from the piranhas is there, right?
Yep. All of
So I'm
them.
gonna cross my arms and be like, dude, I rescued you.
Throw some water at him. Throw a piranha.
Piranha.
All right.
Please throw
so
a
they are
piranha.
now in the cave. They're in the cage because that's what
Cave?
it is. Not a
Cage.
cave. Cage.
Okay.
I can't read. Okay, so you now have them sitting there. What now?
Oh, and there's a desk chair and a teddy bear.
Yep, desk chair, teddy bear. Warp,
And
there is
guys-
a cat sitting on the couch looking at you like, what is going on?
There is now a cat outside in the cage along with all the humans.
I think you have to
You wanna
roll a separate one
science
for that. Can you redeem yourself? She saves the kitty.
There is one very confused cat sitting inside a cage. And it strolls right out because the cage is just slightly bigger than it is.
Doesn't matter.
I know. It's just
You
one.
successfully warped a cat, finally.
Hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
You had a. Oh.
Okay, so yeah, so now what?
Wouldn't it be 2.5 out of 3?
I'm going to do wiggle fingers at the cat and try to get it over to come over so I can pet it.
Knight is keeping the cat busy.
Yep.
So
Somebody
what
needs
if
to take care of these computers. There's bots still spamming the servers that we're trying to protect.
Indeed.
Oh, and
Okay,
Rayla's a
so-
cage. Who's good at tech? That's not Rayla.
I've got tech.
You got tech?
I'm
All right.
decent at tech, so
I don't know why everyone assumes that I transformed into the cage, because I told you if you get about 10 minutes, she could just...
we didn't have 10
Great
minutes.
one.
Well, you had to
Whatever.
transform quickly. We had to improvise.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
busy, Rail.
So
Okay.
I've rushed upstairs. I'm accessing the botnet and attempting to shut it down and get all the information to pass on to the authorities. And I
Hey,
Nice.
succeed wonderfully.
that you do. So yeah, it wasn't really hard. They had like a console running with everything going on. There's a drive labeled "ha ha ha ha." They're never gonna catch us. Like they did not try to hide any of this.
I think that's too long for a drive label.
They've managed to pull. It's a folder. So yes. So everything seems to be going smoothly. You kind of call the authorities. The interim police come in like 20 minutes. But the feds are gonna have to come in because this is cross state lines and all that stuff. But the police will make sure that they don't leave the cage. So congratulations, you have saved the world of witchcraft and now have 2
Yay.
accounts, so you can go and play the beta for 3 more days until the game is released.
That's all right. It wasn't that fantastic, anyways.
Yeah.
I got bored after 20 levels.
Pretty much. Okay, so now you guys have 5 minutes to kind of do whatever you want back in base. If anyone needs to take a break to use the facilities, get water, get food, do whatever. You guys have 5 minutes. Otherwise, we will chill in chat, waiting for the next adventure.
Well, since the cat's owners are presumably in jail now, I adopted it.
All right, you now have a base kitty.
Yay, Base Kitty. What's Base Kitty's name?
Pepper. I don't know.
If we have a base kitty, when are we going to get a treble kitty?
Wah 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 wah. Just don't drop the kitty, because then you'd be dropping the base.
Yes.
Wah, wah, wah. Get off the phone!
Aaron.
What is this? Oh, that's
That's a
excellent.
hilarious looking cat.
That's excellent. That's excellent. Or as Mr. Burns would say, excellent.
Excellent.
You know what? That very much is your cat. Because honestly, what else would a group of supervillains get? But a cat is a cat.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Pipsqueak's waiting for.
And what did you guys name him again?
I threw something out there, but I don't know. I'm terrible at naming things.
Oh, Pipsqueak. I have I forget who made it now. Oh, good. You have to see this though, Pipsqueak.
All right. Well, you can name it when you're ready, but that is most certainly I will keep track of that. Base kitty.
I'm not feeding it.
I'm not cleaning its litter
You'll just
box,
eat your leftover fish tacos.
but I will conjure up some fake, charm mice type thing for it to chase and bat and entertain itself with.
What just
Hey, Rail,
goes
we have
to-
a use for your laser.
Just
Yeah, I
don't
just
miss
go
and
doing
hit the kitty.
responsibility stuff, but she
Just make
also-
sure that phaser is set to stun, Rao.
Yeah. Otherwise, 2 of you will be cutting kitties.
Oh dear.
Oh man.
Okay, so you're back at your base. You have a nice sleep and are happy for your success. But you wake up. Hold on, let me just note success. So you wake up to a bit of a mob outside your base. So in the last episode, as you flew back from Africa, you saw a large beast emerging from the sea. While on your quest, you were told a prophecy that the Kraken would rise and that 6 heroes would rise up and slay the beast. Returning home, you find that you're a little less than welcome. Another group of heroes, calling themselves Los Cias Incredibles, they have told newspaper reporters that they also received a prophecy that a Kraken would rise, and that a group of 6 would save the day. They had noted your trip, and how the Kraken had risen shortly after. Newspapers are claiming that it was you that released the beast. In the following days, the U.S. military fired many missiles at the beast, causing it to retreat back to Africa, where it is said to be hiding somewhere in the jungle, the mighty jungle. Yes, in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the Kraken sleeps tonight. A weem away, a weem away. How are you going to clear your name and deal with this other group of heroes? So this is a completely open challenge. Well, there are going to be challenges, but I have not pre-written any of them because there's lots of ways you can go with this. So this is kind of open, very role-play. So we'll see how that works.
Marwin's stance is all publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, so this is your...
Indie game developers would not agree with you.
Nightwatch's stances doesn't matter what they think of us.
Can
We need to
I
hire a PR firm.
put on a TED talk about how causation is not the same as correlation?
You can try. I don't know how successful that will actually be, but yeah, I mean...
Probably not at all.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So yeah, so you now have general perception of you is negative. You have this other band of 6 heroes that are claiming they are the ones that should be the 6 to save the day. And
Can we just tell them, okay, go save the day?
there is also now a sleeping kraken in the jungles of Africa, so you can choose your adventure.
Can I just, like, call in an old superhero buddy just to round it out to 6?
You can try. I mean, you can.
Let's-
At this point, you guys tell me
Can
what
Niley
your
split in
actions
2?
are, and then we'll work on the story and see where it goes.
Technically, Niley's not really split in 2. She's already split into about 432.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
those
there's,
little
like-
blimps that are flying back to the base?
Well, those and then like little pieces that got left behind here and there, and other things that you probably don't know about yet.
Well, whatever the
Here's my
essence-
question. Go ahead, Nick.
Whatever the essence is that makes you you, whatever one molecule that is the one that is considered you. Everything else is just an extension of that.
It's kind of like all there.
Kind of like
it's
the
all-
Earth is the Earth, and at one day, if the Earth splits into many pieces and the pieces fly off, they will all be Earth, and at some point they'll be far enough, they'll be like, none of these are Earth. Right now, you're all you. Until you're split up enough that you can't come back together, and then you're not you anymore.
That would require
A lot.
um
Let's not get there.
yeah.
All right. so
But
you
yeah,
have-
at this point in the timeline where she was from, it probably would take something less than a cubic inch.
You have Los Cias Incredibles.
How? I thought that our mission was like secret. How did others learn of it? How
That's
did
a good
they?
question.
How did they learn of it?
So are you going to go to them and ask?
Can't we just call
Niley's
them?
going to search the web.
Okay, what are you going to search the web for?
Everything related to the story at like
the-
super speed.
You give me a security tech roll.
Can't remember what that is. That's 6, right?
Probably for you, yeah.
Okay, so you do a search and you kind of find the origin, the point of origin. Really, it comes down to there's an article where the reporter did not do any fact checking and really just says that there's this group that came out that says they're the heroes that got the prophecy that says it's 6. This other group is 5. It couldn't possibly be them, and the Kraken didn't show up until they were coming back, so it must be them. They're evil. We're great. Worship us.
So basically, I'm not sure if you're pronouncing it right. If you're saying it's a Spanish name, it's like Ces.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not Spanish. Or
Well,
nor do I
so-
speak it.
Anyway, so the group is basically, we're assuming that they reported to the newspapers about all this.
Yes. So it seems.
How about we pay that guy a visit?
How about we figure out who they are? Because
Well, that's why we pay the guy. If the reporter talked to them,
reporters never reveal their sources.
Yeah, I mean, they would...
we'll
would
get
be-
him to reveal his sources. All right.
It shouldn't be hard to find a group of 6 superheroes who are giving themselves a superhero name and
Just look them up on the internet, you know?
yeah.
I thought Hoboken was full of superheroes now.
Yeah, pretty much. Like they might not be too far from where you are right now.
Then let's just go bust down their door with blue lasers. I don't have a blue laser. I'll have a red laser.
So I guess I'm going to do an internet search for, what is it, Los Seis I don't remember the
The
Spanish word for
Incredible
incredible.
6 in Spanish.
Yes.
In Espanol.
And Espanol.
Espanol.
So I guess, should I do a tech check?
Yeah.
Habla español un poco.
Um,
Poquito.
Yeah, they're located in New York City. So right across the river.
York,
Not
New
far.
York. New
They're in
York.
Did we get an address?
Yeah, you have an apartment address.
Alright, so... I mean, we
Drive
presumably
to New
went
York
to go
with
there.
Frank Sinatra on the radio singing New York.
Well, Hoboken is the birthplace of New York, of not birthplace, but the rise and fame of the wonderful Frankie S.
So what do we hope to accomplish by going there? Like, how can we... Like, what can we do?
I don't know. What can you do? Marwin, Tav?
We can do the mambo. Mambo, mambo, mambo.
Do they have a contact screen on their webpage?
They have a form.
Are you going to start a flame war on their site?
I'm just gonna fill it out and ask them for more information, and that I have a task or job that needs to be completed, and I need proof that they are who they say they are, and why they would be most qualified to complete said task.
What if we want to play into their notion of fame and be like, oh, I'm a reporter and we want to interview you. It's going to be on the front page of the Times or something.
No, if they're like us, they want money. So the prospect of a job
Yeah.
would probably
I
be more
agree.
enticing
That's a
than
good idea.
yeah.
All right,
Oh.
Marwin, roll me some charm.
Oh,
We can Photoshop our cat's facial features onto Tav and have him pose a business dealer.
Yes.
okay. Charm, you say?
Tav, Girl Scout cat.
Girl Scout cat.
Everyone will
Evil Girl
everyone will
Scout
forget about
or
things.
evil Girl Scout cat.
If ever there was a meme.
Well, Knight's current
That's
thought
lovely.
process.
Do you practice that?
He does it a lot on his stream.
All right,
Wow.
Yeah. So what's your thought
This
process?
is affecting my head. I can tell.
Knight's thought process is that if these guys like found out about it and are like trying to smear us, they might not have the best of intentions, but she's not entirely sure that they're necessarily evil.
Okay. All right. So Shireen, you get that contact off, and how long are you guys gonna wait for a response?
5 business days.
Kraken's
You're gonna have 5 business days
destroying
of the
our
world
before
thinking you're
that
bad.
passes.
So I should note that there's like people outside picketing your business and like saying you guys are evil and you've had a little bit of graffiti on your front door. So 5 days.
Valley
of that
shoots them with sleeping darts.
is probably. I mean, not that, you know.
5 business minutes.
Is that your sole solution to everything? Can we throw squids at the protesters? Since I
Are
think we're
you
Kraken worshippers?
saying that they're not going to respond to us?
Oh no, they might. I'm just trying to understand how long you're gonna wait and what you're gonna do about the immediate. I'm not gonna call it a threat. No one's like threatening you.
I got an
beyond the
idea.
Internet stuff.
I got an idea.
I'd
Valley's
also like to
going to
make the
bake-
picketers cookies.
Okay.
Yes, I was just thinking that Niley's going to make wonderful treats for all of the people and start handing them out outside.
And make sure that they're well
not drugged, are
hydrated.
they?
Let's get some science rolls on your baking.
Please tell me those treats aren't drugged.
If not,
Yeah,
if
the
they're
cookies
baking
that
them,
chill
they
you
might
out.
be. Let's have Shireen oversee those operations.
They might be. We'll see.
little Prozac in there.
said
You know, things are
science,
pretty
right?
okay.
Oh no, Shireen, please.
My cookies come out good. Yay!
All right. You bake excellent cookies. Are those cookies special? Shireen, are those
Oh.
cookies special?
They might have some magic to them.
What? You have to tell me the magic first, so I know how to describe the effects.
Well, it's kind of a
Laxative inducing.
no, it's
Clear those protesters right out.
it's like love potion number 4.5. So they don't really love us, but their perceptions of us and their feelings of us have changed.
So you make
now,
them hot cookies,
So great, we managed to convince 20 people that we're innocent, while the
Um,
rest of the world thinks that we're horrible.
but at least the ones
Hey,
stammering outside screaming
So-
will think you're okay.
they're screaming good things. They are now our admirers, standing on our steps.
All right, Aaron. It looks like you wanted to get a word in there. No. Okay.
I have
The
no words for
cookies that
this.
Niley made,
Because Aaron ate some of the cookies.
the cookies that
They
Niley
were
made have
fantastic
dopamines
cookies,
in
and I
them to
love
elicit,
Shireen forever.
to elicit euphoria in the people that eat them.
So
Like it's
Rail,
ones that your brain can, produce when you do things that you, good feelings make you.
so
More
you
science.
both made pot cookies.
No, they're not pot cookies. They're the ones that
Love
just
potion number 4.5.
Just
just
that
the stuff
relax you and
goes
make you
into-
feel better. They're not pot cookies, I swear.
It's just the stuff that your brain produces when you do things that it makes those chemicals that make you feel all happy and good.
So you put chocolate in them, because chocolate does that, believe
Serotonin.
it. Yeah.
Well, we could do something that's a little bit risky and do some snooping around the
Change.
Incredible Six's base or whatever, which, if they aren't evil, would probably, make people hate us even more.
Yeah.
But if they are, then we could get some info.
I don't really like if they want to go and fight the Kraken, go right ahead. I mean,
we could
nobody
let's
said
do
that
that.
we were the 6.
By the way, I have a question, Lewin.
Mm-hmm.
If they have a website, that means that they probably have a computer, right?
They most certainly have a computer.
And that computer
Right.
probably has a webcam, right?
They probably have MacBooks. They're MacBook people. So yeah, probably has a
So,
webcam.
so can we just look through their webcams?
I would like
Riley,
to point
you're
out
not
for a moment
supposed to-
that if they have MacBooks, they probably are not competent enough to host a server on their own MacBooks on their own network.
No, I'm not
They
saying that
probably
they're.
have
But if someone had to sign up for that server, so they're going to have records of what, like, basically we could just.
You know where
Riley,
they live.
It's not
Yeah.
cool to watch people getting dressed on their webcam.
We're not.
I don't know how many people leave their laptop open in front of them when getting dressed.
You would be surprised. That's all I'm saying.
There's a story there. Like, there's a lot of people who like stream from their rooms. I'm just used to having an office. Like,
I'm thinking that probably there's going to be at least a couple, and we could kind of keep an eye on them and see what they're doing, and maybe that could help with your snooping around too, because we would know when they're occupied.
I'm not sure I'm in support of this plan.
Yeah.
all right.
I think we should just let it play out. Let them do what they think that,
How
they
about we do
think.
something proactive? We find a sixth and go try to fight the Kraken.
Well, let's
while
start with the
everyone's
immediate.
doing all
You've
this-
made these cookies and you've fed them, and let's just call them protesters. The protesters outside just don't seem to have much to protest about anymore and kind of just move along. So at least on the outside, there's nothing constantly reminding you that the world doesn't like you. Hopefully, you've turned off Twitter notifications because Twitter still hates you. But as we all know, that goes away pretty quick. So yeah, the day kind of passes uneventfully unless you guys are doing anything special that day.
I'd like to
Niley
write
kind
a
of wants
letter
to ask
to the
Hold on.
editor of that original magazine or paper or whatever it was.
Okay.
Like notifying him of the glaring inconsistencies and lack of fact checking
Okay. Let's
in the article.
let's not put a name, but let's call it Nuzbead. So that letter might not get read or dealt with, but you get the idea.
I'm going to contact an old superhero friend from when Nightwatch lived in the Baltimore area and see if she's willing to sort of come up and see if the amulet works for her.
Okay.
She's named Blue Jay. This is part of the backstory I wrote a little while back.
Awesome. All right, Tav.
I'm monitoring Kraken movements on satellite.
All right. Shireen.
I'm recovering from baking all the pot cookies and maybe eating some of them myself. I'm playing with the kitty.
Shireen, you seem to care a little bit less that, people don't like you right now.
So you know how we went to the moon and all of that stuff. We were in space and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. So Niley is started trying to. We already had a orbital laser according to Warp. So Niley is attempting to boost its power and like get solar collectors on the moon and shoot them to the. Where she wants to shoot the Kraken with a super laser, basically.
So you're
And
gonna
she's
hope
working-
to shoot. Okay.
She's working towards that end, but nothing may come of it.
Okay, so that's what
Kind
you're
of-
working towards.
Just like the parts that are not on Earth, the parts that are still on Earth, she's still kind of analyzing those amulets.
Okay. It's a step in the right direction. Okay, so the day passes. Near the end of the day, you actually get a response from your web post, and your response is about a job. And the response was what you'd expect from a bunch of frat guys. Basically,
Ouch.
it was we're totally legit. We got this thing covered. Haven't you seen the news? They sent a bunch of links to essentially what is just the same news article being reposted and reposted. And they're like, we're so much better than the superhero delivery guys. We've yet to fail a mission. We're totally legit. You can come by to our HQ and we can talk about price and all that stuff.
Okay, I'm starting to think that instead of villains, these guys are just rank amateurs.
And they have just invited us to their base.
So who wants to turn into a bunch of nanoscopic bugs? Like not insects, but like recording devices.
I think we should send Skidabby dressed as a Girl Scout with a mustache.
Asking to deliver what? All the Girl Scout cookies he sold?
No, just who has
Just
good
some of those
charm.
special Shireen cookies. That's
Yes.
all I need to send,
Also
right?
bring stream cookies. My charm is just average.
I have
I'm
excellent
terrible.
charm.
So you going as a group or just sending one person?
Let's go as a group.
Yes, please. No, actually, I have average charm. That's something else.
So group,
I don't
no
think we have
group,
higher than
there's only
average.
one group vote.
I say we go as a group.
Group,
Sure.
yeah.
We do
I don't
everything.
think I'm
as a
going to go
team.
inside. I'm gonna be quote unquote security outside and kind of investigate
Premises.
I'm trying to say premises and perimeter at the same time, and I'm failing at both. Premises. Okay.
Okay, I like that idea. I think we need disguises though. I'm gonna tell me if this is
Mustaches
perception
for
or
everyone.
magic if I cast cast a spell to make us not look like the superhero delivery service.
Ultimately, it would be stealth.
An illusion.
You could be using magic, but it would be stealth to like how well you reshaped yourself, so to speak, and all that. I would say you could use perception to assist someone, but ultimately it's because stealth covers disguise as well.
Got it. Who's good at stealth?
I am.
I'm pretty good at it.
I am.
So I will be casting.
How about we do it this way? We do some sort of assist checks for those of us that are pretty decent at stealth, and maybe I'm not sure if we can do like a full group assist, but at least we can assist Shireen and Niley, who I don't think are as good at stealth.
I'm bad at stealth.
Yeah, I'm just average at stealth.
So I'm willing to do an assist check.
I'll do it too.
I failed it.
I succeed.
All right. So Tav gets you all different outfits.
Ooh.
Thankfully,
Mine
he
doesn't
only
look
has
very
one
good.
Girl Scout outfit. And yeah, so you all managed to get kind of make-upped up, and your hair did.
I got my hers did.
Yep. All of 'em. Nail and hairs did. And you guys head in. So you head to their headquarters, which is essentially the shop below their apartment. As you figured out where their apartment is. So yeah, so you're at the front door. There is a she's probably 17 years old, and she seems to be a receptionist, and she's sitting at a computer desk. She was hired for her looks. You have no idea what her skills and talents are, but it is very clear that she was hired to bring people into the door. So yes, so you see she's sitting behind a keyboard, typing very quickly, and you hear a click, 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 click of her nails, which appear to be dead.
Okay, so I walk up. I introduce myself as my disguised self, and
What are we disguised as?
What would you like to be disguised as? Tav, you did the dirty work.
That's right, I did. We are health inspectors.
'Cause that'll definitely get you in any doors, huh?
So what's the job you're asking them to do?
Based on that description, Lewin, by the way, I'm imagining the secretary for the Fifth Element at Mr. Zorg's office. This lady.
It's been too long since I saw that movie. I really don't remember what she looks like.
Yeah, hold on. Sort of. Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
Mr. Zorg's office. Anyways.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So we're hiring them to investigate the sewers for alligators because we don't want to send our own people down there. And apparently they're really good at fighting beasts.
Okay.
Okay. We should set a trap for them
In the sewers, yes.
in the sewers.
Why?
Can we send them to see the Rat King?
Man, that would be a shitty trap to fall into.
Oh.
Why are we trying to put them
It
in
takes
a trap?
one to know one.
Because
Almost like
we
you have
want them to,
experience.
like, we want to stop them from continuing to spread bad stuff around us.
How about we just pretend to be health inspectors for the building, and then take a look around and make sure that they're not doing anything sketchy, and then just leave them be if not.
Because we were hiring them for a job.
Yeah, they're expecting.
Yeah.
They're expecting at some point someone to come with a job. That being said, you can do something completely different. They won't be like, "Hey, you're the ones who contacted us about a job."
Okay.
But you do have that way in, should you wish to use it.
What if we did like both?
I don't feel like telling the receptionist our job
You don't have to.
or what we are. I just
But
want
right
to
now,
meet them.
you just walked in and the receptionist just kind of looked at you.
I
thing is,
have a question. What if somebody, like you know, one person is doing the thing that you were doing, and then somebody else kind of pretends to be the job person, and like we kind of, like, so one person is being a job, like, you know, interviewing them for the job basically, while other people sneak around as like Girl Scout or whatever the heck it was.
I don't know.
Well-
That seems overly complicated. I was thinking about just walking in and saying, and handing them the sheet of paper that says, "Come by."
Okay.
And we'll
So
talk about it.
the receptionist forces the hand and says, "Are you here for the 1 o'clock appointment?"
Yes.
Okay. She points back to a little conference room. They're expecting you.
I walk past her without another word.
Okay.
I follow behind.
Warp, are you still outside doing guard duty?
Yeah, I'm investigating or like snooping around the grounds because I didn't do very good on my stealth roll, so I figured I should not go
it
in
was Tav's
disguise.
stealth roll. He disguised all y'all.
Oh, okay.
But you
Sorry,
wouldn't
never
know
mind.
if you succeeded or not. So you always have to proceed
Gotcha.
under the assumption that you tried.
Okay. But anyways, yeah, the plan was kind of for me to go like snoop around outside. Anyways,
That's
stick to the shadows. Don't be
Okay.
seen.
All right, so the four of you enter. You see 5 men. Really, it's they look like Mexican. What do they call them? The fighters, the wrestlers.
Muchacho? No, that's not.
The-
Luchadores.
Yes, they look like luchadores. They've all got crazy masks on. They're very colorful, very bright, lots of different colors. Each one kind of has a palette theme. One is all different shades of red, one's all different shades of green, blue, orange, and then there's one guy who's the entire rainbow. And one guy's at the whiteboard, and the whiteboard just has the big giant words of "We can do it." So
I'm slightly put off that they stole the Rosie the Riveter theme to use to their own.
I think he was referring to the "You Can Do It" guy.
It said "We can do it,"
we
which
can
is Rosie,
do it.
which is
That's what it says on the board.
totally Rosie.
Yeah. So there, what can we do for you?
Where's the 6th?
He's busy taking care of something.
Ah,
Anybody-
Oh,
that's not what I meant to
Oh,
do.
you copied the.
Congratulations on copying the text of the encoded
Wow.
version of an image into the chat.
hold on, wait. As my son asks, read that for me.
Base 64 slash 9J slash 4A.
Okay, Ral, you don't need to read it too.
Oh.
I actually copied that sort of thing to my brother the other day too.
I've
Not
done
what I meant to do.
So they ask you about the job, and I apologize. I'm not going to do a bad Spanish accent because I did not practice it, and I'm just going to butcher it even worse than I should be.
Did anybody
Shireen,
think
you've
of
been
an
the
idea?
leader of this operation, unless someone else wants to jump in.
I still need to see qualifications, and what you sent me was, while acceptable to get me here, I still need to see a portfolio of your past work and recommendations from your past successful clients.
Oh, okay. They toss you a portfolio, which is mainly just a bunch of the news clippings. They're like, we're new. We've only really had a few missions, but you know we do everything discreetly and private. So sadly, we can't tell you who our other clients are or about any of the jobs. To be fair, you haven't gotten any recommendations from any of your jobs.
But we did them so well.
I know.
This is most
We
troubling.
did most of them well.
Yeah, some of them you did not.
Yeah, but
Everyone lived.
Should we hire them to fight the Kraken?
mostly.
Except for that one guy that almost didn't.
We sorted that out with time, though, didn't we?
I thought we got. I thought some people.
So, while we're not health inspectors, we're more like infrastructure engineers. We are worried about the looming threat that this perceived Kraken has upon the shoreline of our fair city and state.
Ah, yes, we
And-
you should know we are the prophesized warriors. We will take down that Kraken when the time comes.
No, that is not
No?
the job. The job is to
know.
take down the Kraken before it becomes a threat. It has, as this article mentioned, been chased back to Africa, and we are going to send you to the coast of Africa to take care of the problem before it comes back.
But that
and
was not part of the
threatens-
prophecy. The prophecy was that when it comes ashore, that is when we are to fight it.
It can come ashore in Africa. There are shorelines there, but it will not come ashore here. That is what we are paying for your services.
But you'd be paying us to break the prophecy. I don't think that makes sense. Why then it wouldn't be a prophecy. Then that would if you
Screw
told
the
us
prophecy.
to go do
The
something that wasn't
The
what
security of
told-
this city depends on you. Are you going to do it or not?
But the prophecy said that we wait, so then the prophecy would be wrong, and then the prophecy wouldn't mean that we're the ones to
Are you
do it,
going
so why
to
would we have to
wait,
do it?
or are you going to aspire to greatness?
Do you care about prophecy that pays nothing? Or the civil engineering development department?
It's not a character, but Niley is basically just kind of like quoting things that were on movies or book scripts or things, but like modifying the situation. She's just trying to like.
And I point at their motto on the wall and I say, but you can do it.
Nightwatch is just crossing her arms and having a stern look on her face because she doesn't know how to
Like-
add to this, but she's just like, whatever.
I mean,
It's like
we
well,
can always just tell the newspapers that you refused our job because it was too hard.
Are you coming in,
it's-
Warble?
if you're not up, to the
She
task-
radioed me. And we could always just tell the newspapers that you were refusing to take our job because you thought it was too difficult.
If you're not up to the task, I'm sure there's many others who would be.
Well, hey,
I
we are-
have
Superhero
heard
delivery service,
of-
for instance.
All of these articles mention your competitor, and while I don't really care about the prophecy or the fact that it says it needs 6 people, they have 5. They seem to be able to do, and willing to travel to Africa, where there's malaria. So,
Well, I think you should
Are
go,
you-
I think you should go hire them. Yeah, sure. Yeah, go hire them. They can go to Africa. That sounds good.
okay.
We try and keep to our region. Otherwise, it just takes us too far out of the way. It's like I mean, getting out of New York it's a long trek.
We completely
Amateurs.
understand if you are not superhero material. It's fine. We get it. we'll go find people who are. Wonderful day.
They just kind of look at you. They're not sure what to say.
Riley already walked out of the room.
Okay, Niley has walked out of the room.
Niley, while you're walking out of the room and around, spread some
planted
other.
bugs.
Okay, good. You also recorded this conversation, correct?
Oh yeah, and she's still outside. She's like right outside the thing. Just
Okay, good.
Please tell me you're going to email a copy of that conversation to the local Nuzbeat
Editor.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh! She's posting it online already.
Good.
Has the cell
to know.
connections in her head.
Posted
Remember?
online in 700 vines.
Guys, maybe we should actually do some superheroing now.
That sounds like fun.
I'm still trying to figure out a way to stall these people
Stall them from what?
from taking our job eventually. I don't know. All right.
They
whatever.
just said they weren't going to do it.
And they weren't going to do it until it comes back to New Jersey.
Well, okay.
Well, so I'm going to check.
So we
sort
just
of
need
my-
to take it out. We just need to take it out before then, right? Well, it's still,
I'm gonna-
still in international
All right,
waters.
Shireen, you're good at this. Roll perception, please. They don't want to fight the Kraken. They're they want to get into superhero-ing and doing like little dirty jobs for people for lots of money. They might have superpowers. They all seem pretty strong. Some of them have muscles on their muscles. But other than that, like you're not. You know, they want money and to do like stupid jobs. Break
I'm
into
going,
people's
like-
houses, rough people up, maybe.
Now I'm just gonna check and see if she's gotten a response from her superhero friend.
Yeah, your friend is excited and heading up.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess we leave and we go and prepare for fighting the Kraken ourselves.
I mean, hopefully, my superhero friend is sick, but if not, then we need to figure out who is. So we might need to come up with some backup plans on finding a sixth.
Who wants to be a superhero? The game show. Just got to get Simon Cowell involved. That was utterly terrible. Okay, so yeah, you guys leave the office. Warp, what have you been doing on the outside?
I've just been like examining the building, make sure there isn't anything suspicious hidden in sheds out back or something like that. Generally wandering around.
Um,
You need to roll perception for that.
yeah.
I tripped
Oh.
over the garden hoe and hit myself in the nose.
If there was a garden, but yes.
Oh. All right.
You're in the heart of the city. Your little buildings lined up against each
Right.
other.
Right.
But you could have still hit a garden hoe. That is very possible. You don't find much. You kind of look in the garbage cans. You see that they have failed a few times previously in making their costumes, or at least they have purchased. There are a bunch of different costumes in the garbage that are significantly worse than the ones they're wearing now.
Gotcha.
Steal them.
But other than that, you don't notice it. All right. And Niley has uploaded a bunch of stuff, and there's already some buzz that like these dudes are kind of worthless. Obviously, there's nothing positive for you because positive news doesn't exist on the internet. But the negative stuff is burning like wildfire. You're now chilling in the city.
I have a question
I have an answer.
for you. Because this entire time, because we've not done any kind of combat or anything like really energy intensive, Niley's just kind of been constantly poking away and scanning and checking the amulets for anything. has there been like any sort of change as we've been like moving around and just doing things? Would there be anything that anyone would have noticed?
No.
No,
Nope.
not
Absolutely not.
Shireen either. The magic person, she wouldn't have noticed.
Nope. No changes. If there are,
What about
I will
with
make
the
sure to
artifacts?
point them out. What?
What about with the artifacts? Because of course, Nightly always has scanners on those too back at the base. Thing with those change?
Oddly, the artifacts there that like glowy pull seems to be going towards the amulets. So if you're all concentrated in one area, the pull tends to go, all in one area. Whereas if you're spread out, that pull is spread out. So you could sort of, in some weird case, if you needed to, use them as a locator to find the people who have the amulets.
Good to know.
Now, Nightly is curious what would happen if she brought the amulets into direct contact with the artifact.
Nothing special.
Special? Oh.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are now chilling around New York City. Going home?
Getting on a plane to go to Africa.
What is your next step?
Get it a latte.
Do we take the artifacts with us to Africa? Think they might come in handy or no? Are they just pointers toward the amulets? What it seems
I think
like.
probably our most important next step is figuring out who the sixth is, but I'm guessing we've got like a day to wait for my friend to come here, and we haven't figured out a backup plan in case she's not sort of the one needed for the sixth amulet. Are there any significant people that we interact with that we might want to look into?
I got nothing. You guys are my friends. You're the only people I know.
Aww. You know the kitty cat.
And have we put the amulet on the kitty cat?
We could try.
Please put the amulet on the kitty cat.
It grabs a sword.
And becomes Puss in Boots? Best cat ever!
No. Sadly, it kind of looked at it and tries to gnaw on it a little bit.
That's at it.
Yeah.
That's the whole backwards thing.
Exactly.
Trying to get it off of its head.
Exactly.
Damn cat.
All right. Anything for the rest of the day?
Playing with the cat.
DM handwave. Okay.
Introducing Soup Cat.
So the next day arrives. Things are fairly calm. The internet doesn't think you're the devil anymore. They've moved on. Donald Trump said something silly and then farted again. So that's been going through the news. So at this point, your Night Watcher friend has arrived. What are you going to tell said friend?
So
We have an evil-looking cat. Look at it.
Her name is Blue Jay, so I guess I'll probably call her Blue. So Blue, we were delivered a prophecy that 6 heroes are to defeat this Kraken, and we saw the Kraken on our way back to the States, and so it's already awakened. So we need to find out who the 6th hero is, and we have an amulet that we need you to try on.
Okay, sure.
So, give her the amulet.
Niley, are you giving up the amulet?
The extra one?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
Okay. She shakes off some of the nanoparticles that are still attached.
There wouldn't be any.
That's just
Come on,
Niley.
come on.
She's like that.
She slides it on, and you guys don't feel anything different. And she kind of just looks down. Am I supposed to? Is something supposed to happen?
Are we supposed to say anything like our powers combine?
Try.
I walk past behind you guys, like attempting to experiment on this, and just like, it's supposed to set you on fire if it works.
Oh, glad it doesn't work.
With our powers combined? Where is Captain Planet?
She
By our
puts
powers
These are my
combined,
dorky
we're
friends.
Pikachu! No, wait, that's not
Blue
right.
puts her hand in, like, expecting to do a team chant. So you
Niley
all
puts her hand
awkwardly
out, too.
high five, and the dorks unite around the table and play Dungeons and Dragons.
Sweet. I like this afternoon.
Well, thanks for coming up here. Sorry about the 4-hour drive. It
Here's
looks
a
like
latte.
yeah.
Warp can help you with the drive back. She can take you there and get you back in like what, an hour?
Well, if she succeeds, she can get back in like 7 minutes. If
Oh,
she
in 7 minutes, okay.
fails, you may not get back alive.
So
Let me just like pay for your bus fare.
You could offer her to come like chill.
yeah, she can play. Take her to the arcade.
Yeah.
You want a cookie? Shreen made these. They're really good.
Exactly.
The only other person I know is a small child named Dex. We could try him.
You know. He's not quite ready for this yet.
Have you met our adorably evil-looking cat?
He needs a companion.
Senior Whiskers.
Senor Whiskers. Perfect.
Whiskers has got to be an awesome word in Spanish. Let's find out.
Whiskeras? Senor Whiskeras. Probably not.
In Spanish. Autocomplete knows me well. Bigotes. Senor Bigotes.
Which is also happens to be the word for like mustache.
Yes.
Perfect.
There you go.
Senor Bigotes.
Exciting. All right.
Alright,
So,
so
yeah.
we need to come up with a plan for finding somebody else who might potentially be a hero that can help us.
Ad on the internet?
You
Somehow
how
I don't
that
think
will
that's gonna
go.
work well.
You get
Yeah.
0 responses or 1,000,000.
And they're all gonna be like kids wearing capes around their or blankets as capes around their necks.
So, all right, when we
Or
went to
40-year-old
see
men doing it.
Oh yeah.
when we went to see the Incredible Six, one of them is missing. So it's possible that he's somehow significant. But how can we get a hold of him?
Tav pointed. I don't know if that means he needs to go away or he has a wonderful idea. Or he's
I think
coming-
it means he needs to go away.
Okay. You could just call back. They have a phone number. They're like you guys. They have like a base of operations and all that jazz.
So what do we just say like, hey, we want to talk to the sixth guy that wasn't there earlier?
You could. I mean, they all have names. I'm too lazy to figure it out. But yeah, you could figure out who wasn't there and then just say we would like to speak with so and so. It would not be hard to get him on the phone and like arrange a meeting if that's what you wanted to do.
Okay, do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, where are you inviting him?
Starbucks.
That works.
Okay. Are you inviting him as the superheroes? What's the premise?
Well, Erin wasn't at the last meeting, so she could be the one that meets them. I don't know.
Well, he wasn't there either, so he wouldn't recognize us anyway.
It's true. Is he like the leader?
No.
Oh, okay.
If he was, I mean, he might be, but he was not the one mainly talking.
I'm really bad at social strategy.
Yeah,
Well, what's your plan? Like, hey, you might be this. Try this necklace on. Like, what are your goals? Can't hear you, Niley.
What?
There you go. I saw your lips move, but nothing was coming out.
Oh, I was just
just a bunch of gibberish.
I was
Mother trucker
lip
act like they forgot about
singing.
Jack.
I was lip singing ring 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 banana phone.
I was thinking maybe someone calls him, like I could call him and pretend to be an ex-girlfriend or something, and
Wouldn't he recognize his ex-girlfriends?
I don't know.
Depends.
Depends. It's a perception check, I can, or is it a charm check that I'm tricking him into meeting someone, thinking one thing and then showing up and it's being another.
Well, I mean, you could pretty much say anything you want. I mean, if you were trying to like call him and sound like an ex that you've never heard before, I mean, that would be like magic or stealth.
Uh-huh.
But then again, he then shows up and sees someone who's clearly not his ex. He might be like, what the heck is going on here? But also keep in mind that the other 5 you've met were complete meatheads who were all vain. So
Okay.
there's a lot.
How about we
of
just call
things
him
you
and
can-
offer him a person or like a private business proposition that.
That would probably work very well.
Okay, let's do that.
That would be stealth, because stealth disguise. Well, wait, no, charm. Sorry.
I'm average charm.
Okay.
I'm average as well.
I don't think anybody's good at charm, so might as well roll it.
Terrible at charm. Terrible.
Same.
Hey, you succeed. So yes, you managed to make a meeting. He's willing to come in later that day and meet you at Starbucks.
Sweet.
Who all be coming?
Well, me. Of
I'm
course.
sure.
Tav?
Will greater numbers help us?
You don't have to sit at the table. You guys could be spread out. In case I need to call
Ooh,
for backup.
can we go in the van and have donuts?
You could stake
Like
out
a
if you
proper
want.
stakeout?
Yes.
All right, I'm in the van with donuts
Yeah, donuts. I'm there.
and coffee.
I'll be in the back of the van doing all the stuff with the computer things and
Sweet.
and
As long as you're not living in the van down by the river.
In a
So I guess
van
Shireen and Knight are going into Starbucks.
And then El Nino comes in, and he's like, sorry.
And you're smoking a doobie.
Yeah, I can't. Whenever they say El Nino's coming back, I just think of him sitting there in his tight underwear, going El Nino. All right. So Night Watch and Shireen are chilling, having a pumpkin spice latte.
No, salted caramel.
Oh, salted
I don't
caramel.
do
You're right,
pumpkin
because they're
spice
out
either.
of pumpkin spice. Wonder
I just go
why?
with chai tea latte.
Yeah. No pumpkin spice today. Sorry. There's an issue with the delivery. They're not quite sure what. So yes, you're sitting in there, and essentially a cookie cutter of the other guys who were there. Although he's not wearing a uniform, so it takes a little while to quite spot him. But you notice the muscles upon muscles, and you're like, oh, okay, it's probably that guy. So he sits down. Well, he kind of looks around because he doesn't know what you guys look like.
So, hey you.
Hey! He sits
It.
down. So you might have a job?
Yeah, there's a. Ooh, I'm not sure how to phrase this.
We are headhunters, and we noticed that
He
you have
holds
a
his neck.
certain set of skills that our clients would greatly like to procure
Oh, okay. That kind of headhunter. Sorry. I got
as a
scared.
as a permanent position.
Okay.
There are a few qualifying things that need to happen, applications and background check and so on and so forth. And also, you'd have to be willing to sign a non-compete. If this is something that you would be interested in,
What
we
does
would
that mean?
compensate you immensely. Non-compete, meaning you would work solely for us.
So I have to quit the group?
Well, if you decided to join our client's team, then yes.
And you guys pay me, right?
Oh, yes, immensely.
All right, we can keep talking. This is good.
Yes. So, I mean, this sounds like something you'd be interested in doing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you'd like, we could do maybe set up a training or to see if you like the gig. See if you like
Okay.
what they have you do.
This won't involve swimming, right? Because I'm not good at swimming.
Well,
We can skip that part.
yeah, we can.
All right,
we
all right,
could.
all right.
We could probably work something out.
All right, I just want to make it clear. I'm just kind of I just. So yeah, so let's talk about what we gotta do. Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, step one is you have to try this on. You're okay with wearing costumes, right?
Yeah. No, I wear a costume. When I want to do like jobs with the other guys. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. So,
So what do I have to
this might be
try?
a little different than the costume that you're used to.
Okay.
And really, it's just this. And then I put the amulet around his neck.
All right. Well, you hold it out. I assume you're not gonna like reach over the table and like fish it out.
Stuff it over his head.
Yeah.
Shove it over his head.
He looks at it. Holy shit! This is like.
This is your name badge. Well, it would be your name badge if you do choose to.
It's like huge. It's gotta be
Serious
worth
bling.
like. Is this my payment?
No,
Oh.
Just put it on.
just put it on.
It's kind of girly.
Do you want to get paid immensely or not?
All right, you got it. He puts it on.
Anything?
Do you want something to happen?
Just trying to see if you're number 6, dude. Just trying to see if you're number 6.
I assume you're breathing a sigh of relief. Nothing happens.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Well,
We'll need to take that back from you now, and we'll get back in touch with you when we get the paperwork ready.
Awesome. Here, you can contact me here. He pulls out a napkin and scribbles his contact information on there. Passes it across the table.
Sweet napkin notes.
His handwriting is surprisingly legible. It's kind of nice. Almost pleasant. If you met him at a
Interesting.
bar, you'd call him back.
would I? Really?
Yeah.
I'm not really that into meatheads.
If this is I don't know.
I'm not going to answer
I
that.
can't tell you what to do, but
Alright,
Okay.
let's do tries down.
7.6 billion people to go. 7.1.
That's 7.5 billion,
Oh.
and a lot of nines, and then an
chump
8.
change.
I'm not gonna do that math right now.
Well, you can probably section out all the babies that were born,
There you go.
Alrighty. So he's just kind of blinking at you. He's not sure whether to leave or not.
Oh, have a
I'll get
nice
up.
day. I get up and walk away.
Yep.
Okay. He just kind of sits there, confused for a bit.
What else is
Are we gonna call him back about a training session or?
No.
No. We'll pretend this never happened.
Yep.
How
I just kind of
rude.
face
I approve.
Like why? I don't know why I thought this. I don't know. Maybe the 6th is somebody who's in Africa right now.
Or, like the god who decides our fate, Nick.
All hail Nick.
No, please no. That's straight an arrow right down the course of fail. I created a character with a catchphrase. You know, we don't want me creating characters to. My name is Blade because I'm smooth on the edges and sharp down the middle.
That's not even. That doesn't make sense.
No.
You know how a sword has the flat side that's smooth, and then the two sides that are angled. It does.
Well, it's.
And it's got an animation. It's got a hand motion to go with it.
I get it. It's just bad.
It's bad. I never said it was good. This character was based off Keanu Reeves in.
Oh, okay. Everything makes sense.
In that terrible, awesome movie, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Never saw it.
Oh my God, that's an amazing movie. So it is 11:30. I would say this is a reasonable stopping point that'll give you guys some time to figure out where to go. Maybe you'll get another job when things come full circle. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming. Thank you so much, everybody, for playing. I will let you guys say your goodbyes, and then we'll go from there. Aaron, you want to start?
Sure. Thank you guys for coming. Definitely saw a couple of my followers in chats. Thank you guys for coming, hanging out, talking, stuff like that. I'll be live a little bit later. I'm not sure I'm going to play yet, but we'll figure it out. See you all next week.
Thanks for the game tonight, guys. I don't even know what I was thinking at some points, but it was fun.
We make this all up as we go. It's okay.
So yeah, had fun. See you guys.
Thank you everyone for coming. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope to see you again next week. And we'll have more hijinks in the Congo, possibly.
Let's also use Discord next week instead of Skype, if possible.
Can we get video?
Oh, can we get video?
Yeah,
Let's
get
get
video on Discord.
No video on
Like,
Discord.
audio quality on Skype has been really terrible tonight.
Yeah, I mean we've had good success in the past. I will research other video options that aren't. There's actually one. It used to be called Shindig, and I think they got bought out. But it's 5 people. My concern is like anything and everything is gonna go through some servers, so we can try Shindig.
Yeah.
But video amongst 5 people, the chances of all the stars aligning and working perfectly is probably
True.
slim to none.
All right, never mind then. Sorry. I'll stop
So-
interrupting people doing their outros.
All right, Shireen, I believe we're up to you. Marwin?
Yep. My character's name is Shireen. I am obviously Marwin on Twitch. Thanks for stopping by.
Speaking of audio qualities, I heard you, and I assume streamed it as well, but it was a little bit of the...
Yeah, I'm thinking that your internet
Sounded
is a
like
bit,
you were on dial-up.
I think your internet's a bit iffy right now because you and Skadavi both have like really fuzzy images.
Yeah.
Boo-boo-ba-doo-doo.
Yay,
Yeah, the
throttling.
stream just froze as well.
Oh,
You look like you're on 56K.
and Rail, you're doing well now. Okay, Rail, let's out this.
Hello. I like I said in the beginning, stream on Twitch. Yeah, and anyone coming over and saying hi to Luan and everyone, and Erin is going to be streaming later. You should totally watch her. She's awesome. I'm going to not be streaming in the morning.
Rail,
Go
you moved
ahead,
away.
bro.
There you go.
Amaze, balls, off the walls, awesome, tastical, wonderful, supercalifragilistic, day-night cycles. Take care.
And just for everybody, Tuesday, tomorrow, I will be doing game development again. Last week we started building something and it turned into something actually silly and it seems interesting and fun. So I'm actually going to turn it into a real game tomorrow. And we're going to basically make it a game of AI. So you'll be programming, you'll be setting parameters for your AI and hoping it beats the game AI. So hopefully that'll be fun. And then Friday is Minecraft. I have a 1.9 server, which Aaron is playing on. Aaron has been invited to play. Shauna has been invited to play. Rael has been invited to play. Marwin and Skadavi, if you guys play Minecraft, you're welcome to, but I didn't think you did.
I've never played it before.
And one of my real life friends, I know, scary real life friends.
What? Those exist?
I know.
Inconceivable.
So we've been playing it. I actually have to say he made a really funny looking monster base. His base looks like a like silly monster, and I'm making this giant, awesome, mega epic base already. So it's so far looking like it's gonna be a fun little server. Oh, and we also have 200 cows.
Sweet. What's the plan of the server? Are we doing it every Friday, or is it just open play?
So the plan is it's open play whenever you want. Every Friday, and I'll probably get the schedule to you guys tomorrow. Every Friday, we will be doing something very I will be doing something very specific during my stream time. So the first Friday I will probably be testing out boats, testing out. There's some new brewing. There's some new arrows and stuff. So I will be going through the progression and testing those specific things at those times.
Okay,
I do
for us
hope
to
to
stream if we play on it?
You're welcome. No, you don't have to stream. You can do whatever you want.
I mean, like, can we if we...
Yes, please, by all means.
Okay.
I will be scheduling a dragon fight. I will be scheduling a wither fight. For those of you who don't know, Minecraft 1.9 has a new, very vast and awesomely expanded end. So killing the dragon is no longer the end. Killing the dragon is kind of the opening to now expanding end cities and all these cool little mini bosses and whatnot. So yes. So we will be, scheduling that dragon kill and then kind of going through. So that's my hope, is what to do with the Fridays. But yeah. Otherwise, I'm just kind of going in and doing the boring stuff of like strip mining and, stuff that doesn't need to be done on stream.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that is all. Thank you all for coming. Aaron, have a wonderful stream later. And
Thank
I
you.
will see you.